members of the Congolese Red Cross were seen carrying body bags. The bodies were then discovered and reported that they were left inside the church, where lives are being lost every single day. Christians are the most persecuted and mocked religion in the world. This is about a long history of African nations being treated as disposable, when it's our land, our resources, and our people being exploited. You will not hear this on the mainstream media. Global diaspora, use our code KASA. Allow me to introduce you to a solution that is revolutionizing money transfers for Africans worldwide. If you've grown frustrated with slow, expensive services, it's time to consider PayAngel, a platform designed by Africans tailored specifically to our unique needs. Gen Z, we need services that get us, and PayAngel does. PayAngel understands our needs, offering the best exchange rates and super fast transactions, whether you're sending money to family or paying for business. It's all about convenience and trust. Plus, with PayAngel's easy-to-use app, you get more for your money, and it's always safe. To experience the best services and value, use our code KASA when downloading and transferring. Remember, use our code KASA now. PayAngel, designed for Africans by Africans. Matthew 5:10. Blessed are those who are persecuted for righteousness' sake, for theirs is the kingdom of God. Besides the continuous genocide in DR Congo, we have an unusual but not surprising occurrence of 70+ Christians being beheaded in the village of Kasanga. This is something that we all witnessed also in last year in Nigeria. There were more people that were killed because of their Christian faith than all other places in the globe. In the context of the recent massacres in the Democratic Republic of Congo, where 70 Christians were brutally beheaded, we see Matthew 5:10 really come to life. These victims were not just killed, they were persecuted for their faith. They stood firm in their beliefs, even as they faced unimaginable violence. And for that, Jesus says they are blessed. Their reward is the kingdom of God. So today, in order to stand in solidarity with the 70+ Christians beheaded in Kasanga, DR Congo, I am in black. First off, I am trying my best to keep up with all these rebel militant groups in DR Congo. It has been just non-stop, consistent, out of control, animalistic behavior among humans. I don't get it. A recent article published by Fox News on February 22nd states 70 Christians have been brutally beheaded with machetes and large knives by Islamist militants in the Democratic Republic of Congo. This has also been reported by various sources that track terrorism and religious persecution. Yet, despite the horrific nature of this massacre, the world remains mostly silent. Where's the outrage? Why is the international community so quick to ignore the suffering of our African people? The 70 Christians were first rounded by Islamist rebels from the ADF, Allied Democratic Forces, a group affiliated with the terror group ISIS. The Christian individuals who were killed, reportedly all from the Lubero district, were removed out of the comfort of their own homes in Mayeba. Allegedly, the morning of February 13th, after being taken hostage and moved to a small Christian church in the village of Kasanga, the bodies were then discovered and reported that they were left inside the church. Just days after, in the same Lubero district where the massacre of the innocent Christians took place, on February 20th, 2025, members of the Congolese Red Cross were seen carrying body bags filled with human remains during a mass burial at the Musijiko cemetery in Bukavu. This scene is a reminder of the ongoing bloodshed in Eastern Congo or in Africa, where lives are being lost every single day. And yet the world remains disturbingly quiet. Not on this side. I will not be quiet, not on this side. I don't know, but things like this have me thinking like, wow, this is really ultimately many families, their reality. The wickedness, the evil, every single day, this is their reality. See, now we have M23 raiding the streets and the ADF having the access to these communities also. It's absurd. The consistent violation in human rights is absurd, with no accountability. Who are we really holding accountable? I mean, Tshisekedi, we can't blame Rwanda for this one now. You know, since we love to play the blame games, right? The opposition and militia groups in Africa need to be humbled and handled by our own government militaries. We cannot continuously have international interference to come and supposedly save the day and then possibly exploit us in exchange for helping. We're in the 21st century. We need to get it together. Felix Tshisekedi, as someone who, according to many sources, is a devout Christian, you must be fighting for this through tooth and nail, for his people to be liberated from this madness. This is, again, very, very absurd. Tristan Azbej, a Hungarian politician and the state secretary for the Aid of Persecuted Christians and Hungary Helps program, tweeted after the reporting of this tragedy stating, horrified to learn about the 70 Christian martyrs beheaded by terrorists in a church in Kasanga, DRC. Hungary stands in solidarity with the persecuted Christians, but we need more attention. The world needs to recognize and act against Christian persecution. But honestly speaking, are we surprised? I mean, Christians are, again, the most persecuted and mocked religion in the world. It takes me back to my episode prior. On top of that, we're African. And not only that, but I mean everyone who was beheaded, presumably Christian, the world can't stand or accept anything we do. As Africans too, the world can't stand anything we do, which consists of economic prosperity or self-determination. This isn't just about one incident. This is about a long history of African nations being treated as disposable, when it's our land, our resources, and our people being exploited. You will not hear this on the mainstream media. Do not expect to, at all. But this is why I am touching on this now. This is the true nature of independent African media. We cannot allow our voices to be drowned out by narratives that don't reflect our truths. This is the shaping and empowering of African voices. We will never be silent on this side. Diaspora. I want to make this real clear. God will use Africans across the globe to restore the fear of God and correct the moral decay that is rampant not just in the Western world, but even within our own African nations, as we see. I truly believe that Africa will be the vessel through which God will reestablish his true doctrine, the true doctrine of Christ, bringing a much-needed awakening to the world. Yeshua is the truth. They hate to hear this. They hate to accept this. They hate to comprehend this. But it is the truth. Not my truth. The truth. Let's not live in denial. Let's not be delulu. Let's not do this. Not in 2025. Well, ladies and gentlemen, it was great talking with you. Unfortunately, that is all the time we have for today. Be blessed, be vigilant, and stay tuned for the next episode on the Real Kasa Show. And we stand in solidarity with the 70 persecuted Christians in DRC. What up, viewers of the Real Kasa Show? Make sure to follow the Real Kasa Show on X, Instagram, YouTube, and TikTok as well. Hey viewers, if you're looking for some amazing West African cuisines in New Jersey, visit Legit African Touch at 52 Ferry Street, South River, New Jersey. Mama's Secret, only continental dishes, preferably Ghanaian or Nigerian dishes, all in Legit African Touch. Get a feel of the African touch now.